Emma was a bright, cheerful 8-year-old girl with a love for plants. Every day she spent hours in her garden tending to her flowers, vegetables and herbs.
I love talking to my plants, singing to them, and treating them like friends.
Emma's garden was her sanctuary. One sunny afternoon, as she was watering her plants, she noticed something strange. Two of her favorite plants, Flora and Fauna, seemed to be moving.
Hello, Flora and Fauna.
To her astonishment, Flora and Fauna responded. Flora's petals fluttered and Fauna's leaves rustled. Emma's heart raced with excitement. She knew something magical was happening. Flora and Fauna began to talk to Emma.
Emma, we have something important to tell you.
There's a magical garden behind Mr. Potts's house.
The plants in the garden can talk just like us. S1, a magical garden? What makes it magical?
And there's a secret that makes the garden thrive.
How do I find it?
You must visit Mr. Potts. He can show you the way.
Emma nodded, determined to uncover the mysteries of the magical garden.
I can't wait to see the magical garden.
Her heart brimming with anticipation, she knew this was the beginning of an extraordinary adventure. The next day, Emma woke up with a sense of excitement. She had been dreaming about the magical garden all night, and the anticipation was almost too much to bear. She quickly dressed in her favorite outfit, one she thought would be perfect for an adventure, and headed to Mr. Potts's house. Her heart was racing with every step she took.
Hello, Emma. What brings you here today? You seem more excited than usual.
Emma explained everything Flora and Fauna had told her about the magical garden. She described the enchanting stories they shared and how they spoke of a place filled with wonders beyond imagination.
Ah, so you've met Flora and Fauna. They are quite the storytellers, aren't they? Their tales have a way of sparking curiosity. Would you like to see the magical garden for yourself? It's even more incredible than the stories.
Mr. Potts chuckled warmly and took her hand. S1? Oh yes, please, Emma exclaimed, her eyes wide with anticipation. He led her through his garden, which was already beautiful in its own right, with vibrant flowers and lush greenery. They walked until they reached a hidden gate covered in ivy, almost invisible to the untrained eye. With a gentle push, Mr. Potts opened the gate, revealing a path that seemed to glow with a mystical light, leading deeper into the unknown. As they walked along the path, Emma could feel the magic in the air. It was as if the very atmosphere was charged with enchantment. The plants seemed to come alive, whispering secrets to each other in a language only they understood. Their leaves rustled with a life of their own. Finally, they reached the entrance of the magical garden. It was more magnificent than Emma had ever imagined, with colours and shapes that defied logic. Emma felt a sense of wonder and awe as she took it all in. S2, come with me, Mr. Potts said, leading her further into the garden. Emma knew this was just the beginning of an extraordinary adventure. Mr. Potts led Emma further into the garden, and the magical atmosphere grew stronger with each step.
This garden has been here for centuries. It's a place of magic and beauty, where plants can talk and share their wisdom. Yes, but only if the wish comes from the heart and is made with love and kindness. S1. Grant wishes.
Emma thought about all the wonderful things she could wish for, but she knew that she had to be careful. As they explored the garden, Emma met many of the enchanted plants.
This is the heart of the garden. It's where the magic is strongest.
Emma looked around in awe. She could feel the love and energy that filled the air. It was a place of peace and harmony where everything seemed to be in perfect balance.
Emma, would you like to become a guardian of the magical garden?
I would love to be a guardian. S2, yes, a guardian, someone who cares for the garden and helps it thrive. S1, a guardian?
You will also need to learn the ways of the garden. Each plant has its own needs and abilities. S1, I understand. S2, wonderful. The garden thrives on love, kindness, and a deep connection with nature.
Emma felt a sense of responsibility and excitement.
Thank you, Mr. Potts. I promise to do my best.
She knew that she had found her true calling, and that the garden would be a part of her life forever. The next morning, Emma was up early, eager to start her new role as a guardian. She had been dreaming about this day for weeks, ever since Mr. Potts had told her about the magical garden and its secrets. She packed a small bag with her gardening tools and a snack, then headed to Mr. Potts' house. The sun was just beginning to rise, casting a golden glow over the dewy grass and filling the air with a fresh, crisp scent.
Good morning, Emma. Are you ready for your first day as a guardian? Mr. Potts asked, his eyes twinkling with excitement. This is the key to the garden. It will allow you to come and go as you please. S1. Yes, I'm ready, Emma replied, her voice filled with determination and a hint of nervousness.
Thank you, Mr. Potts. I will take good care of it. She clutched the key tightly, feeling its cool metal against her palm.
I know you will, Emma. Now, let's get started. Mr. Potts led the way, his steps confident and sure.
Emma followed Mr. Potts through the garden, taking in the sights and sounds. The garden was a symphony of colours and fragrances, each plant more enchanting than the last. The plants seemed to be even more vibrant and alive today. She could almost feel their energy as if they were welcoming her into their world. Emma felt a sense of wonder and joy as she explored the garden, meeting new plants and learning about their unique abilities. Each plant had its own story, its own magic, and Emma was eager to learn them all. Emma felt a deep sense of connection with the garden. It was as if the garden was a living, breathing entity, and she was now a part of it. She was excited to begin her journey as a guardian and to discover all the magic that the garden had to offer. The adventure was just beginning, and Emma knew that she was exactly where she was meant to be.
Section 7. The Enchanted Plants.
Emma was introduced to more of the garden's enchanted residents. Each one had a unique charm and a special role in the magical ecosystem. There was Blossom, a cheerful yellow daisy who could brighten anyone's day with her sunny disposition. Her petals seemed to glow even brighter when she laughed, spreading joy throughout the garden. Next, Emma met Ivy, a graceful vine who could weave intricate patterns and create beautiful decorations. Ivy's creations were not just beautiful, they were also functional, providing shelter and shade for smaller creatures in the garden. In the corner of the garden, Emma found a small pond surrounded by lilies. The water was crystal clear, reflecting the vibrant colours of the flowers around it. Here lived Lily, a water plant with a serene and calming presence. Lily's gentle sway in the water had a soothing effect on anyone who watched her, making the pond a perfect spot for reflection and peace. Finally, Emma met Oak, a strong and wise tree who stood tall in the centre of the garden. Oak's branches stretched out wide, offering a protective canopy for all the plants and creatures below. Oak was the oldest and most knowledgeable of all the plants. His bark was thick and rugged, telling stories of countless seasons and the wisdom he had gathered over the years. As Emma spent time with each of the enchanted plants, she felt a growing sense of belonging. She realized that each plant had its own story and its own way of contributing to the garden's magic. The garden was a place of magic and wonder, but it was also a place of friendship and love. Emma knew that she had found a special place where she could learn, grow, and be a part of something truly extraordinary.
Section 8. The Garden's Secret Unveiled.
One afternoon, as Emma was tending to the garden, she noticed something unusual. The plants seemed to be glowing with a soft, golden light.
Emma, you are about to learn the garden's greatest secret.
The garden thrives on love, kindness, and a deep connection with nature. S1. What is it?
Emma felt a sense of awe and wonder.
So the garden is alive because of love?
Yes, Emma. Love is the most powerful force in the world.
Emma was filled with a sense of pride and responsibility.
I promise to always care for the garden with love and kindness.
As the golden light continued to glow, Emma felt a deep connection with the garden.
Section 9. Emma's New Mission.
With the garden's secret revealed, Emma felt a renewed sense of purpose. She decided to share the magic of the garden with others, starting with her family and friends. Emma invited her parents to visit the magical garden. They were amazed by the beauty and enchantment of the place. Next, Emma invited her friends to the garden. They were thrilled to meet the enchanted plants and to experience the magic for themselves. Emma taught them how to care for the plants with love and kindness. The garden became a place of joy and friendship, where everyone could experience the beauty of nature. Emma felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing that she was making a difference in the world.
Section 10. The Legacy of the Magical Garden.
Years passed, and Emma grew older. But her love for the magical garden never waned. She continued to care for the garden with the same love and kindness that had made it thrive. As Emma grew, she taught others about the garden's secret. She inspired many people to care for their own gardens with love and kindness. The legacy of the magical garden spread far and wide, touching the hearts of many. Emma also wrote a book about her adventures in the magical garden. It became a beloved classic, inspiring generations of children to explore the wonders of nature. The magical garden remained a place of enchantment and beauty. Emma's heart was filled with joy, knowing that the magic of the garden would live on forever.